Oh, welcome back. Today we're going to go over how you can view a person's individual response in your data analysis tab to help make tweaks to your survey, to change the behavior of people as they move through the survey, or to help with troubleshooting if things go wrong. Now, the way in which we're going to go about doing this is once we head into the survey, in the data analysis tab, if you click into here, these three dots, you can view this person's individual response. And this will allow you to see what the person saw as they went through the survey. You can see things like the recorded date, this exact questions the person saw, how they ordered items, just as if you were taking the survey for them. But of course, this is the finished version of their survey. Now, the cool thing about this is if we head out of here, in the survey flow here, I have two blocks in here where I will only be shown one of them. If you haven't seen my video on randomizer, feel free to check it out here. But out of these two blocks, I'll only be shown one of them. And in the data analysis tab, it'll show me the exact questions that people didn't see while taking the survey, as well as the questions they did see. So let me take a quick preview to show you exactly what I mean. So in here, I'm seeing the first block just fine. Then it looks like I got the ranking. So I'm gonna do red in there, yellow in there, and then that's fine. I can leave that. Right, now that's saved, perfect. Restart the survey. And I'll head back into data analysis to take a look. I'm gonna refresh this guy and then refresh the account so this new response pops right in. Perfect. So right now it's importing, but then once it does pop in, we'll see a very unique behavior that we can't really see in the data analysis unless if we add columns to show all the different questions in here. So while there is so much we can see in here, we can see, for example, a response has been filled in or a response is blank. We don't know and aren't able to distinguish whether the blank responses were actually seen by the user or if they were simply skipped and marked blank by them. But this, viewing their individual response, allows us to do just that. Well, looks like it's taking a while. I'm going to refresh one last time and it should be in there now. All right, I guess not. Then head back to the survey, put this on pause, and then once that response does come in, we'll go in and take a look. All right, welcome back. So it looked like the response just came in, and in the data analysis tab, we can see quite a few things. So we can see they answered yes, red, great, and then I'm gonna add all these other questions in here. And then lastly, 5, let's say 6. Looks like those guys aren't being added in, but you'll see here for question 4, this is blank. Now, something we can't tell in the data analysis tab is if it's blank because they simply skipped that question or if it's blank because they didn't see that question. And this becomes really, really important, especially when you're dealing with randomizers that only show a set of options or branch logic statements. But in here, when you click view response, you'll be able to distinguish the questions that they did see and skipped versus those they didn't see and didn't answer as a result of not seeing them. In this case, they answered 1, 2, and 3. They didn't see 4 since it was in the block that was randomized and not shown, but they did see 5 and 6. Now we'll do one more example where a person does see a block and does see the questions but doesn't answer them to show you the difference. So in this case, I'm going to move this guy here, move this, delete this, apply. And preview one more time. Yes, red, okay. We're going to do one more just to show this example of where they did see the question, but they didn't answer it. So I'm going to skip this question and skip this one, and then we're going to head back into data analysis, take another look. Then we'll refresh. And once again, it'll take a little bit of time for the 8th response to load in here. But once it does load, I'll unpause this and we can take a look. Alright, it looks like the data is loaded in. Now you see in these 2 responses, for question 4, it's blank for both of them. But if we look at the individual survey responses, they're going to be very different. So for question 4 in here, the person wasn't shown this question. As a result, it was blank in the data analysis. But up here, the question was shown to the person, but they simply didn't mark it. This can lead to 2 very different outcomes for the design of your survey. If it's in the first case where people simply aren't shown the question, and as a result it's blank, you might want to think about either changing the survey path and survey flow so that people do see the question, or simply removing it if a lot of people just don't see the question and it's not really applicable to them. But in the second case, if people are shown the question but they simply don't answer it, this may mean that the question itself might not entice people to answer it. It might be too lengthy, it might require too much work or something like that. So for that reason, people are skipping it. And that can influence your survey design in that way. Now I hope that clarifies things. If you guys have any additional questions or concerns or anything else you want to go over, or any additional topics you guys want to see, please feel free to leave it below in the comment section and I'd be happy to go over it or answer any other additional questions you guys have about this. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you guys again soon in the next video. Take care.